Y'all, I feel like I was just involuntarily a part of a drive-by. So, story time. Okay, you guys know I'm a dual agent, right? I drive Uber, I sell houses, get with it. Okay, so there's this day that I pull up to the Quick Trip to pick up the passenger, and she immediately gets in the car like this. No lie, she has her hoodie on or her jacket on and her hood on, right? And so we've got multiple stops on this trip, right? I'm like, okay, right? It's not winter outside. It's definitely a nice day, so it's not really a need for a jacket or the hood. But anyway, I go with it. So we are approaching the first location, and as we are about to make the turn, she's like, oh, okay, my sister's not out there, I don't know. And then she's like, go to the next one. And we go to the next one. We get this close to me parking in front of the next location, and she does it again. Oh no, my sister's not there, can I add a stop? I was like, sure. Just, make the adjustments in the app, make the edits in the app. So we get to the third one, and it starts to click. This bitch is about to pull up on somebody. Oh my God. So we get to the third one, and I muster up not the courage, because hello, New York, what? But respect, right? I didn't want to speculate, but I asked her, I said, are we doing a drive-by? And she was like, yeah, how'd you know? I said, well, first of all, I'm from New York and I'm very observant. That's number one, right? And number two, you got in my car with your hood on and we're driving to multiple locations, but we don't really stop. I said, who are you checking up on? And that's when she starts to go into, she cheated on her dude and he had to step away from her, and now he's dating someone else and she's in her feelings about it. So let me just tell you guys one thing. Stop, and these are tips and advice. Please stop including people in your fuck shit. Because I told her, like, okay, what would have happened if you actually saw his car and her car at any of those locations? Were you gonna pop out and knock on the door? And then that would have been my safety compromise. Like, I got that blicky, hello, but I don't want to use it for your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a diffuser. I'm very observant. These eyes ain't big for nothing. Hello. But anyway, I was like, is that something you really want to see? Is that something you really want to see? You want to pull up to where your man is potentially laying up with another chick? Why would you want to see that? And I said, that is on you. You were the one who chose infidelity over your relationship, and now that he has moved on, you are upset about it. You cannot. So here are some tips to take away. Number one, you're gonna dish it out, please pick up that fork and eat, because hello. Okay, number two, you cannot determine or decide when a person is gonna heal from the fuck shit that you did. You have to give a person space and opportunity to desire you again. And number three, stop pulling up on people because you don't know what they have. Old girl could have had that blicky too. You understand what I'm saying? And so, have I had my heart broken and wanted to, find out who replaced me? Yes. But am I pulling up in somebody's house? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Y'all, please get in tune with emotional balance. Like, really get in tune with your actions. Know that your actions have consequences. Stop doing things without thinking them all the way through, because that could have ended up ugly. That could have ended up real ugly. Old boy and his new thing could have actually been in the house, and I'm in the car and she's in the car, and she go knocking on the door, and old girl could have came out firing away. Fire away, fire away. Like, literally, right? And what would I have to have done is fire back, because ain't no way, right? But just really, really understand that your behavior has consequences to it, and you cannot hurt a person and expect them to heal in the time you want them to. I told her, you may never get him back, and you have to be okay with that. You know, people play in your face and take for granted that you are gonna forgive them and come back. But one thing I have learned by having my face played in a whole fucking lot is that, bitch, you will miss me. I don't care how bomb that motherfucker is. I don't care how amazing they are. They will never be me. And your loss, not mine. So that's that on that, and that's my story time. I hope it can help someone who's either been cheated on or someone who did the cheating. I hope you learn this lesson in what I just shared with you. Stop pulling up on people. If you made a mistake, own that shit, right? And let the person live their life, right? Everything that we encounter is a lesson. Everything that we encounter is a lesson, and everything that we encounter is based on our choices. The choices that we make define what we experience, right? Our mindsets define our experience. And so just really understand that you can't expect people to still love you once you lose their trust. You can't expect people to continuously be there once you show them that they're an option and not a priority. You can't. And you know what other thing? It's like this woman told a joke. She was like, there were 6 floors, right? It's a warehouse. And I'm going to use women as the analogy because I get down with the get down. Anyway, she was saying that there were 6 floors of this store where you could find a man. And so the first floor was a man with a job. Second floor was a man who had a job and loved kids. The third floor was a man who had a job, who loved kids, and he was nurturing, yada yada yada, right? And so the lady who was the criteria is that you cannot revisit the floor below once you decide to go up, right? And so the lady, just as she kept going up, she reached the 5th floor, and the man had seemingly everything, but there was one more floor, and she just couldn't resist. So she got up to the 6th floor, and on the 6th floor, the message read, "You are woman number 1,000,000 yada yada yada." And this is why women are never satisfied, and something to that effect. Stop looking outside of your relationship. Stop looking outside of your relationship thinking that there's something better. There's no perfect person.